Small grant scheme was an opportunity we had in the CCG to give some money to some small local charities because of some money that was not needed to be used anywhere else. So we took the opportunity to ask the local voluntary sector to put in bids against the money against certain key strategy priorities that we have in the CCG. The CCG awards small grants to local voluntary sector charity organisations because we really value the services that they provide. We feel that they offer excellent value for money and reach people that we're not able to reach with other contracts that we award. As a member of the CCG governing body, I'm really pleased and proud to be able to award this money to the voluntary sector. It's been a really nice part of the job. We don't get the opportunity to do this sort of thing very often, and the people who've received the awards have been very, very pleased and delighted to be able to take forward their projects that they struggle to find funding for.
Parents for Parents provides peer support for parents who are expecting or looking after children when they're also coping with very difficult personal or social circumstances. The volunteers who lead it, because they are parents who've been through difficulties themselves, think it's brilliant. They feel thrilled that they're making such an incredible difference to the parents they support. So the volunteers who'd helped to form the services set up Parents for Parents and had themselves registered as a charity and took those services over, which was a huge undertaking with no money until we got the grant for the CCG. And what the CCG enabled them to do was to continue the services, both the one-to-one support for parents, but most importantly, the group support, because the grant was primarily to help them to sustain the parent peer support groups that they run. The key thing is, this Parents for Parents is led by local parents who know what the needs are and who have the qualities and skills to help meet those needs. The parents who use the service have told us repeatedly in the evaluations that we've done what difference the service makes to them.
It's because it helps a lot of parents that don't necessarily get that support at first, and it's nice to know that they are getting that support and they're feeling like they're better about themselves and about the situation, and it's nice to know that we're the ones that are helping, if that makes sense.
I think because we've also experienced hard times ourselves, to be able to fetch that knowledge to other parents and to be able to support them parents in a way that we can kind of not understand, but we've been there and seen how hard it can be on your own without the support. So to have that experience with us really helps with the support we give to the parents.
Well, Hambleton Good Neighbours is a scheme involving 3 organisations. That's ourselves, Stokes Industry Community Care Association, Thirst Community Care and Northallerton Voluntary Services. Now what it involves really is the organisations trying to identify people who need some help, the sort of help that maybe is what you think of that a good neighbour would actually do, and then hopefully find someone to then give them that help that they need. The grant from the CCG means that we've actually been able to start the scheme up. It does take staff time, and there's various sort of publicity that we've needed to do. We've had to do sort of various literature, and it takes the time to publicise it to then in effect get, I mean, as far as the publicity goes, for example, we've done lots of leaflet drops. It takes staff time. We've then got to try and recruit people. We've got to try and encourage people, and that takes a lot of doing to actually get to contact us. So there's been talks to various local groups like WIs and things like that to really sort of get it moving in the first place. And that takes a lot of time, and with all the goodwill in the world, that does take some cost as well. So the money from the CCG has enabled us to really get the whole scheme moving, and it's an ongoing thing really to keep pushing it. I think it's very important because I think the benefit to the likes of ourselves as a relatively small community group is that we can see, or we appreciate that the CCG do acknowledge the benefit of this sort of scheme, because it's all about supporting people. It helps to support smaller organisations like ourselves, and ultimately I would argue the CCG probably save money in the long run by investing in the smaller organisations like ourselves.